let's do a quick how-to. And this one is how to tell what weight your yarn is. So a weight 4 worsted yarn has 4 strands in the twist. If you undo the twist, it comes into 4. If you only have 3 strands, it's a 3-ply weight 3 yarn. And if you only have 2, then it's a 2-ply weight 2 yarn, which is very, very lightweight. I don't ever use that. If you use that, more power to you. I'm sure your projects take a lifetime. But I generally use a weight 4 or something bigger because I'm impatient. A weight 3 is good for like the knitting machine. 3 and 4 is what those are recommended. And if you use small hooks or needles, but I generally like to use the bigger ones. This is a size 10 or a 6mm set of knitting needles. And I use that with the weight 4 yarn. It's about the biggest I would use with one that's been stretched like this. This was acrylic, so right now it looks like a weight 3 because it's been stretched. So if you're looking at a yarn and you want to make something very thin, very small, using smaller tools, go for a weight 3 or a weight 4. It's just about how many strands you've got. And then your chunkier yarns, like your weight 5, is going to have 5 strands. When you get into 6, that is super bulky. And that can mean that it's like a very fluffy yarn that's kind of thin. And that could mean that it's a very fluffy, very thick yarn. Or that it's an I-cord, which is an already knitted circular tube that is then used as the string. So that one, just because the pattern says size 6 yarn, that needs a little more clarification. But under a size 6 is generally standardized for the most part. I do have a weight 4 yarn that's with very thick strands, and so this is not nearly the same as my weight 4 that's much thicker, but this would be generally, I think this was Red Heart back when I first got it, the general size that most of your projects would use.